Hey, if you're on Copart or browsing for cars or thinking how to buy them, what to look for, when is the best time to buy them, what are all the options, searches? Well, I've been in business of buying cars for more than 5 years. I'm exporting cars, I'm selling parts, I'm flipping cars. So I've been using this website, these auctions in different states for a long time. And I want to give you some tips and tricks. So, first of all, if you want to buy lots of cars, you should get the membership, pay $200, premium membership, so you have no limit of how many cars you buy or the amount, dollar amount. Or if you just want to buy one car, just put a deposit. If you put like $100, you get $1,000 in credit, and so on. So let's look at some cars I have on my watch list. The watch list is very useful. You can sort, you can browse, you can monitor. So right now I have like live auction right now. And just click bid now. The music is very annoying. You can turn it off. You can just mute the speaker, man. Just for fun, I'll let it on. If you have premium membership, you can add extra auctions on the side. Any lanes, any states. It's kind of useful, but it's hard to monitor like a bunch of auctions at the same time. So I just usually do one auction.
Approaching minimum bid.
It shows you in yellow your watch list. And it shows like
Sold on approval.
what countries bid or what states bid. I'm in Texas, so it's gonna be mostly Texas. There's lots of like Europeans, Latin Americans. Everybody's bidding on cars right now. Since it's COVID, the car prices went up because there's less people driving, and the prices on cars went up. There's less inventory on Copart right now. It's going back up, but still there's a little bit of inventory as it used to be. Like for example in Dallas, Texas, there used to be 800, 900 cars for one auction. Now it's 600, and it was around 200 cars in June, I believe in June. So that affected the prices. The best time to buy a car if you're on budget is in December, I would say. I've seen the lowest prices in around December. But if you want to buy a car right now, sure. I recommend you browse, you search every day. Let's look something else. If you're looking for a specific car, don't use all the options in the vehicle finder. Just use like basic entries. So let's say I'm looking for a Chrysler Crossfire. I would just put Chrysler, and then I would search. I wouldn't enter all the information because sometimes it doesn't show you all the cars, and then it gives you an option to filter. Where's the make, model? So you find like 11 cars for Crossfire right now. And that's one way. The other way is search on top. You would just type Crossfire. You still get 11 entries, but sometimes you get more or less entries. I don't know why. There's something wrong with the search sometimes. Some cars have like special, I guess, names. Like some Crossfires are like SRT. So I would search like different ways if you're looking for a specific car. Now, right now I'm winning this car. The auction has started. I just put a pre-bid on here. I do this because I don't have time to watch the auction. If you want to, on the budget, and if you want to make like a good deal on a car, I would watch the auction, because if you put a pre-bid, somebody's gonna just outbid you easily. But right now, I don't really need a car. Just if I win, I win. I don't win, I don't care. And if you're bidding on lots of cars, of course, I would put a pre-bid, like your limit bid here. So let's say for tomorrow, what do we have for tomorrow? We don't have that much. GLK, okay. So we put like whatever your max price. I usually do this. If you tie somebody, it's gonna bid extra $50. And it tells you if you're already outbid. Somebody put a bigger limit, you get outbid. It doesn't. I don't care right now. I'm just showing it to you. Okay, so also, if you're buying a car for yourself, or it's a really expensive car, make sure you get the keys. I had lots of problems. It said it has keys, and description, it has keys. It said run and drive, and the car comes without keys, so I can't find it. So whenever you pick up a car, make sure you get the keys, or tell your driver to get the keys. Also have problems with titles. Sometimes it takes a month. So if you're exporting or you need to sell a car or register it right away, then it might take a month to get the title. Some have vehicle reports. It's free. I would use it. It's useful. It shows you if had accidents and so on. It shows you if the car was an auction and somebody flipped it and like made it look like it's fixed and put it to auction again. You see that often with like expensive cars, so you just like touch it up and put it back on the auction. This one looks fine. And same for like transmission, it's not always accurate. So it can be manual, but you can visually see it. You can also see the key. Some have 360 view, some have HD pictures, some don't. Also, if you see a tiny dent anywhere, or you think it's a dent, it's a big dent, or it's a scratch. So if you see like a small, like, I don't know, blemish somewhere, it's a big blemish. So carefully inspect every picture. So right there is like a little scratch. It's actually a bigger scratch than you think. You can go to actual Copart and look at the cars. You have a membership, it's free. If you want to bring a person, it's $20 right now. It might change. You can order extra reports. You gotta pay for them. Pictures, reports, whatever. The shipping thing, you can find a cheaper price locally. Just call different tone companies in your area. Okay, let's look at some auctions. You can also browse. One second. You can also browse by auctions. If you want to buy a car right now, you should do like 2-day auction. And my auctions start at 12 p.m. usually in my region. So like North Texas. I would join the auction. Each auction usually has like different lanes. That's different auctions. So you can do that. Also, if you think the price is too high on the car, it might be because the owner is bidding on the car. It happens sometimes. I know some people do that, some businesses do that. So just don't bid on that car if you think that the price is too high or something funky. Just don't bid on the car. And the car inventory gets updated almost every day. So if you don't find a car today or this week, you'll find it. Just keep looking. Sometimes it's like fishing. If you want to get a good deal, you just gotta browse every auction, every car, and you'll find the car.
New bidder.
Low mileage.
It looks bad, but there's shops that fix it. Nice Cadillac. If you're just starting to flip cars, you gotta know what people want in your area. So like in Texas, I want trucks, mostly trucks. BMWs are good, and so on. If you're in California, I would look for like electric cars, like BMW i3 or something, Teslas, and so on. If you have parts for the cars, that's a big plus if you're flipping cars. Of course, if you're buying a car for yourself, you would have, I think you would have a higher budget than for people flipping cars. What else is there? There's lots of cars, trucks that have heavy equipment. They have like trailers, boats, RVs. Well, that's cool. Whole house. Anybody needs a bus? Nice bus. Yeah, I don't get this. It's 6,000 for, well, I guess 2017, but that's lots of work still. It's doable, but lots of work.
Sold on approval.
Work trucks.
New bidder.
Nice.
Pure sale.
Some cars lose value very fast. I had a Ford personally. It just lost like 40% in, I would say, 3 years. And it started to have problems. Warranty ran out. So there's websites you can browse common problems of cars.
Pure sale.
Forklifts, that's very nice. During auction, you can put like a max bid and click the bid. You don't have to wait. I just do like gradually, just one bid at a time. Sometimes what happens when the time about to run out, a bunch of people bid and the price goes up like 500 bucks. We got motorcycles. We have motorcycles at a regular Copart, and we have special crash toys. It's called crash toys. Some states have it, some don't. They have lots of bikes and ATVs and stuff. And it's, in my state, it's in Dallas. It's Wednesday. I think every other Wednesday. Crash tours of Dallas. I have lots of bikes. Kind of cool. So once again, if you want to buy a cheaper car and try like in winter and save lots of, browse lots of cars, save lots of cars, watch out for scams. People put like, take stripped cars or fix them up, make them look workable. Sometimes we make deals. So people put them as run and drive or not run and drive. I had one story, actually a couple of stories. It was a run and drive car, looked perfect. Started BMW 335. I start driving it, and then it overheats. So don't try to be cheap and get a tow truck. And one time, it was a Z4. It was far away, so yeah, I tried to save some money, and something was scraping under the car, and like the bumper was broken, didn't have a headlight. I was driving a highway, and then like I looked door panel, and there was like bullets, like rifle bullets in the car. So like the car was like kind of messed up with bullets in the car. It wasn't a good idea. Sometimes you find some cool stuff like cell phones, headphones, bonus stuff. But yeah, start browsing, start saving cars on a watch list, and try bidding. There's different licenses. Some cars you don't need a license to bid on. 1 second. Let's search for some cars. Let's try Porsche. Again, there's lots of filters. We do have expensive cars like Lamborghinis and stuff. Offside, I don't buy from offside because I don't know how that works really. It's not convenient for me. Car can be like some other location, like you don't know what's happening to the car. 1 second, what else was there? Cell ownership, dog source, damage. Engine type, remote cylinder. See, it says no license required. So like you don't need a license, you just need a driver license. You upload your driver license and put a deposit or pay for membership. You do need to put a deposit with a membership, so I think it's for $100 deposit, but you can take it out or you can use it to pay for the car afterwards. So all this cars like no license required. That's for beginners, I guess. If you're paying, it's a hassle to go to Copart and pay. You know, wait in line. I use MoneyGram. I go to like Walmart or some store with MoneyGram. You would need your ID and lot number. You can Google payment with MoneyGram. It's I think it charges like $10 to do it, but it's instant payment. If you're paying for multiple cars, you got to transfer the funds. You would click here and then choose the car and your funds. Also, some lots, if it's like a small city, you gotta pay for the car almost the same day or the next day, and you gotta pick up the car. I'll show you the same day or next day, and that's very bad. So try to avoid like small cities, or at least read. You click on location, and then up here you would say online bids. So 3 days. You have 3 days. Some have like 1 day, and they start counting on the day you win. So like actually have like half a day. So if somebody can pick up your car, you're gonna get storage fees added to your account. So be careful where you buy from. There's also like buy now cars. Sometimes you find a good deals. Okay, I just got like this 2009 Range Rover for 1500. So I don't know why is it so expensive right now. Well, I guess yeah, the engine is different in 2010, but still.
High participation in the lane. Sold.
Okay, well, thanks for watching. If you have questions, I have lots of more information. So just comment below. And happy bidding. Good luck.